just alone. Okay? I want to hear a story, a short story quickly.
I can tell you a short story.
Yes.
Okay. My name is Fatima Hassan Bailey. I'm an academic leader at Sharjah Education Academy. I'm the department chair for teacher education and teacher leadership. And 15 years ago, I was at Zayed University with a cohort of beautiful, brilliant young women who didn't know who they were, what they wanted to do, or what they wanted to be. 10 years later, I was visiting a school and I saw 3 of my students who graduated working in a school in Dubai. One of them was a vice principal, the other one was a principal, and the third one was head coordinator. I felt that at that time I had made an impact. They came to me and they told me I had made an impact. So, inshallah.
That's so touching. I love that. I love that. One more person.
My name is Veronica. Someone knows me already. I just wanted to share with you that I'm very blessed because my job every day allows me to make an impact on people, like every hour of my work, because I'm a yoga teacher, and then I have, it came on me, and then it's really, I'm still getting used to introduce myself as a yoga teacher because before I was a marketing manager, helping the companies reach their financial goals. So it was different, and also very important. Also, I made an impact on many budgets and things like that. But but I decided that something was not aligned with me. It's amazing place, and now it's just amazing that everyone can make an impact. You just need to find your way of doing that, and then your impact will find you.
Amazing. I love that. I love that story. Everyone, see, just only 2 people raised up their hand, but each and every one of you definitely have made an impact in Dubai. You have not just known or realized it. In whatever you're doing, even the students here, okay, there's history is being made each and every day as a student of Harriet University. I'll tell you a small story. In 2022, just forget about Runway Dubai right now. Listen to this story I'm telling you. I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And at first I was shocked. But later, I decided to take this journey just the same way I had done before with design and fashion. Take this journey and let people learn from my journey. I instantly started going on social media and telling people, this is what has happened to me. This is what I want you to know how I found it. And how I was not backing down with negative results. I got 3 negative results. Sorry, go home, you do not have breast cancer. Sorry. And after I kept on telling them there's a lump. I'm sorry, I'm emotional. I'm sorry. It wasn't meant to be. After I kept on telling them there was a lump in my breast, I called my uncle. I said, I'm having a negative mammogram, a negative ultrasound. Something is not right. You know what he told me? Thank God for my uncle. He's also a doctor in the UK. And he said, go and do an MRI. And sure enough, they found something. Praise God. It was the beginning of my life, but my journey, I had to tell people, do not ever give up when you have that instinct in you. Never give up. We're all human beings. We all commit mistakes. So that was my journey, and I tell you, I made an impact with my story because so many people have inboxed me on social media saying, you helped me, you saved my life. This is what happened. I might be saving a life here today. Okay? And I'm really grateful.
Look at your heart.
So yeah. So moving along, please let's smile. It's a happy day. Okay? So, so we already started with us, and I like the stories that have come through. And I want to see smiles. Somebody is making, she's still having that sorry face. Please, can you smile? Okay, so goals versus standards. Who has goals here and who's ready to change their life now, like right now? Okay, you have good goals. You set your goals. No one is quiet in my classroom. No one. I'm seeing some quiet people. You can see me looking at you. You have to say something. So, what are your goals? I'm not the only one in the classroom.
I'm trying to stay quiet.
I just want one person to tell me a goal that can ginger each and every one of us.
Okay, so basically, I'm actually planning on saving a bunch of money, and the cause is that I want to open a restaurant not only in Dubai but to branch out. In those restaurants, the impact is going to be basically trying to help all the labor workers that are staying in the sun, especially on summertime, to provide for them breakfast, lunch, and dinner at least twice a week. So that's the plan, and people, instead of paying taxes, because in Dubai we don't pay taxes, is just to spend a little donation for us to be able to achieve, or maybe to give a tip after they purchase a meal with us, and we do it on the weekends for them to come and enjoy and have a nice meal.
Wow,
Yeah.
amazing.
So that's
Have you noticed something about her goal, which is selfless goal? Have you noticed something about that goal? Can someone tell me a detail that she has added?
A
If you're
story.
good listener.
She mentioned how she wanted to achieve it, what she wanted to do, how she wanted to achieve it, what impact she wanted to give, and how she would sustain it. It's quite detailed.
Very
Very
detailed. And once you have a detailed goal, you're going to make it.
Yeah.
And I know I'm gonna make it. It requires just maybe time. Yeah, that's all.
Time is fine. It's fine. But you're surely going to make it because it's detailed. You can't say, I want to feed Dubai. You're not going to be able to make it because your goal is too
Broad.
That's the word we're seeking. Okay? So thank you for that. I really appreciate that. So, goals is when they say when you want to help someone, you start with yourself, right? So, we're starting with ourselves. We have set our goals now, okay? And what are standards? What is your standard? For me, you can't catch me ever coming late to anywhere. Never. Can I hear from someone? What are your standards when it comes to your work?
I will never ask man for a money.
Okay.
I never did and I will never do it.
Okay.
I think, sorry, nothing. My standard is I would never leave someone without making an impact or adding value in the little way, because even if it's just saying something or referring you to something, it feels like the most basic thing I can do to just add value. It feels, if I leave a conversation without doing that, or it feels like I've not done enough, or I'm not giving back enough, so it feels like I have to do just one thing, to just say something. That is my standard.
Wow. I love that. Okay, so the quietest person first before you. The quietest person in the room, do you have something to say? How do you know
I
it was
do
you?
have a goal, and I do have a standard, yeah.
Okay,
So I'm going to, I have so many goals.
okay.
Yeah, I have a project that I started. I have a year and a half. It's a Spanish speakers community in Dubai, and I've been struggling to monetize that project. So I'm looking for tools
ideas, people, mentors, and groups, anything that can help me to achieve what I'm looking for. My
Come
standard.
see me after this.
Okay.
Okay, habla español muy bien.
Sí. Yeah, and then in my standard, well, if I commit to something, I will never let it, like, I will never drop it.
I love that.
I will do whatever I can do.
Fantastic.
Yeah. My name is Carolina. Like,
Carolina, where are you from?
I'm from Mexico.
Mexico. Okay. All right. Cool. And you see why it's good to voice out your goals, voice them out, or your desire, your dream, because guess what? Someone is listening, and someone can make it happen. Okay. So, how about you?
My standard. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'm so glad to know of everyone. And never stop to learn and open minded to all over the world. Yes, this is my standard. Yeah,
All right. I like that. Where are you from?
China.
China. Yay, China in the house.
Yeah.
Thank you all for your contributions. I really appreciate it. So, welcome. So, I just want to say, when someone knows you for integrity, for the way you do things, I promise you, I will never let you down. Say that to someone, even your child. Say that to your child. Will your child believe you? I will come for your football game. I promise I'll be early. Will your child believe you? You know, can you put in place as an individual for someone to have that kind of faith in you? I promise I will never let you down, and they know that person can never let me down. Can you give me an instance of something that happened? I'm not gonna, I think I have only half an hour, but I always like to hear people's stories. Can you give me an instance of something that happened that somebody believed in you and you delivered, and you were really happy about it? Can anyone tell me a short story? How about you, my model?
Funny thing, I think,
Speak a little louder so we can hear.
hello everyone, my name is Lumeshia. I hope I'm audible enough. I think one instance that I had recently was that I had a project in this university as part of my course, and my teachers had really high expectations from me, and they wanted to make sure that I win the competition. And despite the fact that I had lots of extracurricular activities, and I was struggling in the start because I had to manage my time well, and I had to make sure that I, take responsibility for all my actions and my life. But I delivered, and I won first place out of all the universities from UK and all the years. And I was also the youngest in class, so I'm really happy about that.
You did not let anyone down.
Yes.
They believed in you and you delivered. I like that. That's wonderful. Okay, so I'm so sorry I'm running through this. I have so many instances, so many stories to tell you. Maybe I'll write a book one day.
You should.
Okay, so leading by example. This is very important. If you want to help yourself and help others, you have to lead by example. If you say, oh, I'm a sustainable fashion designer, and the next thing, people see you wearing, guess what?
Fast fashion.
Yeah.
You know, are you being true to yourself? And then not to talk of others. I have an instance, for example, when I was a teenager, my dad used to live in Holland. And why I never forget this story I'm about to tell you, because it changed my life. It did change my life. I traveled alone from Nigeria to Holland. And maybe because I was a teenager, the guy was being very difficult. He didn't want me to go through. I had my visa, I had my passport, but he said, "Who are you here to meet?" I said, "My dad." So you won't believe the immigrations officer said, "Is your dad here?" I said, "Yes, I'm sure he's waiting for me." Then there were no cell phones. My kids don't understand that. And he went out, he announced for my dad came in, and you won't believe this guy asked my dad for my dad's passport. In my dad's coat, my dad had his passport. That's not enough. He asked him for his work permit. Yes, he just wanted to be difficult. My dad had his work permit. Can you believe that? What kind of man is that? You know? And the man, you could see he was uncomfortable, like, why does this man have all the documents? I want to give him a hard time. He asked for something in Holland. There's a kind of sticker that you need to show that your police clearance, police whatever. And guess what? My dad had that too. Yes. And you know what he said? He said, "You can go." He was shocked. I could see, but for me as a teenager, little girl, I was so impressed. Hello, I wouldn't have had that. How many of you, you know, how many of you would have come that prepared? So I was so proud of my dad. And that is how I've been as a mom too. I try not to let my kids down. You know, I always, like sometimes they go, "Mom, it's 1 o'clock, we're supposed to be there at 1. Why are we leaving at this time?" You know, and I try to teach them, I try to lead by example. And I hope each and every one in this room, especially the ones with people that are coming, looking at them, you don't even, not kids, even your nephews, the ones that are looking at you should always look at you with you know, and with the confidence that they have in you, that you will deliver, and you can support them, you can carry them, even if they're in trouble. You are the one to cover them. So that's my story about where were we? Leading by example. Okay, and discipline and focus always has something to do with that. When you're disciplined, you will be able to lead by example. You know, discipline yourself. Always set your goals. Always remind yourself, and that will fall into place. So I'm going to run through this because we've taken a lot of time. Empathy, we all know what that is. And resilience, self-awareness. What is self-awareness? What is self-awareness? Are you aware? Okay, go ahead.
I guess knowing, you know, where we stand, our strengths, our weaknesses, our emotions, our own energy, reading a bit of all of that.
And who you are.
Being connected.
Yes, well connected, yes. And I like that. You raised up your hand.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think self-awareness is when you know how to balance working hard and when you need a rest. So you're self-aware how your body, how your mind works well, and how to make your work effective. And in a strategic way, you just build your own plan. So self-awareness is what you're, as the woman said, lady said, sorry, yeah, strengths and weaknesses and trying to balance and combine.
I'll just add one thing. So to everything they've said is correct. It's also about knowing your triggers. Yeah.
Okay.
Even to email, you would reply. Can you read it again and just feel like, do I really need? Yeah. So some triggers, you just get.
I love that. Love that.
Yeah.
So yes, I love that. So this is the exercise we're going to do. Who are you? Do we know who we are? Does someone know who they are and someone does not have a clue? Huh? You'll be surprised at this exercise because
You will be shocked that you do not know who you are. Okay? You were about to say something?
Yeah, I was going to say that I agree. Like,
You agree?
yeah, I
Okay.
agree what you said.
Okay, so everyone has a pen and a paper.
We have to submit it. I didn't get
These
it
are the
back.
questions.
You have extra paper. Let me show.
These are the questions. When have you ever,
I think I got this one.
can everyone hear me?
Yes.
When have you ever felt a sense of your purpose? At any point in time, when have you felt a sense of your purpose? We talked about purpose. We talked about all that. So it's time to do this work. You have only 1 minute.
Your sense of purpose is really like where you, at the time when you felt you needed the most.
At the time you felt, oh,
You've contributed.
and yes, exactly. Can't remember anything? You're on the road to, I don't know who I am. I'm sorry.
Sorry, can you repeat? Can you give
Okay.
us the
Can you
assignment?
repeat the
I said, when have you ever felt a sense of your purpose? Okay, no problem. Do you want a pen and paper? Okay. The second question, there are only 3 questions. Are we ready for the second question? Who are you serving as a human being? I'm going to elaborate. Who do you think you owe your life to? Yes. You'll be surprised. You see, a lot of people are falling by the wayside. Do you know who you are? Today we will all know who we are. And you're not leaving this room until we find out who you are. Okay? And last and final question. Should I go on to the next question?
Yes.
What impact have you made through life's journey so far? Impact have you made through life's journey? Do you have a goal? Do you have an impact? Do you have an impact? Many of us, do you have an impact? Okay, should I give another example? Has anyone ever walked up to you and said, oh, Miss, what's your name?
Timmy.
Miss Tammy, you will be in my life journal. Or, Miss Tammy, I would not mention a story about my life without mentioning you. Has anyone ever told you that?
Yes.
Yes.
This is a little bit instances, but if you're talking of life journey,
I'll just pick one.
it's one instance.
Yeah, yeah. Am I coming through, everyone understands what I'm saying? Okay. Because you're upset, you're frowning. He's upset. You need help. Yeah. I hope you made it short but sweet. Does everyone has everyone answered the 3 questions?
Yes.
Okay. So if you say yes, you probably know who you are. If you say no, don't panic, don't worry. We're gonna find out who we are today. Okay? So who wants to tell us? Your 3 answers.
All of them?
Oh, she's happy. The quiet one. Oh my goodness.
I'm so quiet.
I'm ginger. Something good. Please, could you come here because this is very important. Yeah, just the answer.
So for the first question, the answer is, as a mother, a purpose to lead a healthy life for my body, physically and mentally, and a purpose to make sure I am happy and content and I go about my life trying to achieve it.
Okay. Okay.
For the second one, who I owe my life to is
Yes.
my daughter, my family, myself, and God.
Fantastic. Love that.
And the third one is I lead by example to bring my daughter up in this world to be an empathetic human being.
Wonderful. Love that. It's so easy. Thank you so much. What's your name?
Tonya.
Tonya. Thank you so much, Tonya. It's really easy. That way you know, oh, you're grounded. You know, I know who I am. And I know what I want for myself. And I know what I want for the people around me. It's that easy. Okay. So one more and then I will tell you how to find yourself. One more? Yeah. She's so soft-spoken, so please could you come here?
Okay.
Hello everyone. So for the first question, I think I found my purpose during COVID when I was in 10th grade and I realized that I had a life ahead of me and that I wanted to do something with my life, build my career and give back to the community, give back to my family, and really build a career for myself that I'm happy with and follow my passion. For the second question, I owe my life to my family, especially my mom, my little sister, and also myself. And for the third question, I believe the impact that I've made in my life's journey. I have a long way to go, but I hope that I've made impact through being a person who's positive and optimistic and also who's grateful. And I hope to spread that along with throughout my life.
Wow.
Actually, you have already made it on TikTok. I've seen all your TikToks and all the comments that have been seen there. So it's quite amazing. And I'm really sorry to disturb you, yeah. But I want to say one thing to you is that I've seen you 4 years ago back in Amity University.
Oh my
And
God,
we were
I
at my
remember.
sister's class at that time. And for me to come today and see you after that long time here sitting and listening to all of this, I'm so inspired and I'm really glad. And that is an impact.
Wow. That's amazing. That is super amazing. I heard I have 5 minutes, but guess what? It's saying I've not gone through everything. So I would see if I can record it and ask them to send to you guys. I'm so sorry about that. I think I didn't plan it properly, but let's just do just one thing and then we can go. Why is my style so important? We'll just do this really quickly. Why is style so important? What is style? Style is, I'm not going to ask you a question. First thing people see, your personality. You just want people, just as you walk in the room, people, I can tell, a lot of people, I can tell what you like already, what you do not like already from the way you dress. I have that talent, you know. So, and many people can see that too. As you walk in the room, one person walks in the room, it's easy to tell this is your personality, this is the kind of person you are. Okay, first impression. Okay, that is why my style is very important. Sometimes you can go into a room with kids and you wear this, and you know it's not appropriate, and it's just you're miscommunicating, you know, it's just not fair to the children. It's not fair to yourself. You know, you should always have a dress code for every occasion. Okay? So guess what? I knew this was what I was going to wear since 2 weeks before. I'd already pressed it, hung them, put it in my closet, Like I told you before, I don't go late anywhere because I prepare what I'm going to wear to every occasion, way before time. Another thing is, whose closet looks like this? Be honest. No.
One color. One color.
Yeah.
I wish, because let me tell you something. If you're able to have a closet like this, you're a super fashionista. You will be able to mix and match. Just this, from this little thing that you're seeing, somebody can create 20 looks. Yes. You know, so plan properly. She's like, how? I can tell you. Plan properly. Look at your closet. Whatever does not look like you, please throw it out. Give it away. What have I said about style? If you come in to a place you're wearing something that is not you, you'll be uncomfortable. You'll be giving away the negative vibes and all those wrong signals. So it's important to be you, to feel comfortable in what you're wearing. And yes, I'm so sorry.
I wish we can continue.
Thank you so much for
Another question.
one question. Okay.
Yes. About your personal style.
Yes.
Something I often battle with is knowing when to dress, like not reserving the most fashionable side of you for a personal occasion. Anybody that sees me outside of an event, they will think I am homeless because I do not like to overdress. So does that mean that like I don't respect myself because I don't like does that mean that I don't respect myself because I don't always feel the need to be all dressed up?
I hope everyone is coming for Runway Dubai this year. It's a free invitation to you all. Yes, it's in November. And guess what? Last year I had said, come overdressed. People did not get it. They didn't get it. You know? Because they still came with their personality. Just a few people came that understood the assignment. Step outside the box. I want to see someone else. Come with the va-va-voom, even if you're not, you know? And that is the dress code again this year because I was disappointed at people last year.
We won't disappoint you.
You know? So it's interesting you said that. You know? You don't want to be overdressed because you're thinking, it's you want to be comfortable in whatever you're wearing. You know? It's not you. But this year, come overdressed. Thank you so much.